Morning, everyone. Sorry for that long start. I was actually doing something and starting my day. Don't know. Morning, Christine. I know I said it already in the chat, but morning, Christine. Morning, Jose. Morning, Ministry, and Miss, and Gregory. You've had no sleep at all, Emily? That's not good. Hopefully, you might be able to get some rest today and catch up. I'm meant to pin the link if anyone's about and wants to jump on. So we get notifications. Morning, Libertarian. Hey, Jose.
Hello, Emery. How are you?
All right. I guess.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, as good as you can be. I'm waking up with no coffee.
Oh, yeah. Give me some whiskey or vodka.
Hey, no, I can't see that. It's going unseen.
It'll put you back on point for sure.
Morning, Batman.
Who is it? Oh, Batman.
It's too early. I thought you're gonna sleep, Batman.
Come back to bed. Get.
What
Oh,
are
Emery.
you up to?
Oh, I just woke up a little while ago too. But I slept all day, so it's 9 o'clock here, 9:20. So I just finished eating and smoking a little bit of weed and have a beer. And I was on YouTube doing sweet fuck all for my life.
So
Pretty
you've
much
been
just
asleep all day, so you're probably gonna be awake all night now.
yeah. Yeah. And it's early there, right? It's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2,
It's
5.
5:23.
That's crazy. Oh, no, it's not. Like military people, they get like people who are structured, have structure, or to bed or to rise type of thing.
Yeah, my sleeping patterns. But it's in the routine where I'm falling asleep early and I'm waking up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's a
So
young
when
man's
that's
game.
sad, it is fucked up.
Yeah, or young ladies' game. You can't be doing that. Not that you're not a young lady, you are younger than most, but they do that to Emily
I
and
don't
her.
think it classifies as a young lady anymore.
Maybe on Mars. I think you classify one on Mars.
Uh,
Well, it's relatively young. Like if you put yourself next to like who's an old, you know what I mean? To like the ancients, you're young. Put you next to Queen Elizabeth, and you're like a spring chicken.
I fucking wish it was a spring chicken, Jesus Christ.
I keep you in my little hen house, and you keep you. Oh no, it's a hen is chicken. A hen is a hen a different type of chicken? I've never done that.
Hen is a female, isn't it?
A female chicken is a hen. Why do you call them chickens? The fuck?
Oh, he's
so-
come back to the thing, the chicken and the egg cooking first. Oh, fuck off. Sick of seeing that question of you.
Can you speak American? Not speak American, but can you do an American accent instead of saying chicken? Can you just say chicken?
No.
Cool, I
Chicken?
tried.
Just
You
chicken.
did it. That's sort of like.
Yeah, I don't do accents.
Well,
I think the only accent I ever tried when I was younger was like Irish. But that was because I had like Irish people around me at that point, so
you kind of have the
it
brogue.
was easier to try and pick up and copy.
And you kind of have it too. I guess being from where you're at, the Irish are closer than most, like, right? Because it's like right there.
Yeah, I think my family probably on one side are Irish.
That's probably what the Scouser gets the you guys' accent is probably from it's a mix of English and Irish.
Maybe. It was also like that. Possibly.
So how was your week?
Shit. How's yours?
Mine's yeah, shit too. We're a bit pretty standard.
It's been a week where I've had to give myself a kick up the arse and get shit sorted.
Well, don't feel so bad. That's how I usually get shit done. I have to kick myself in the ass. I wait until the last minute.
Morning, Joanne. I've not seen you for ages, Joanne. Like, I miss actually speaking to you. I'm sorry my notification woke you up, Batman.
I was in bed. Your live notification woke me up. About my house sleep. I do actually feel quite refreshed though, Batman.
I feel like I could just sleep for a week, quite honestly. Even though I've been asleep.
Yeah. It was hard to move right now. When I got up, I just didn't want to move. I forced myself to sit up, and if it wasn't for the urge to use the restroom, I probably would have just sat there for or I might have just laid back down. Do you have a day planned? Or you do, right? You can kick yourself in. Are you planning on kicking yourself in the ass, or have you already kicked yourself in the ass?
I've got skill runs to do. I've got emails to send and paperwork to do, and yeah, all the joyful fun shit.
Email sounds like really grown up. I don't think I ever have to do any emails.
Emails, yeah.
Anyway.
It's one of them jobs you don't want to do, but you have to.
Oh, I can change. It's the avatar is just
especially paperwork. Does me at them. Jose, can you explain your avatar, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I felt like I jumped on you because I read that and I started talking. But it's just that's my old school avatar. I could change it to my usual one because I know this one upsets people. No, I'm just kidding. I just that.
Yeah, but you used to have the other one, didn't you? I always knew you with the other one.
This
with
is my old
the lady.
one. Yeah, it's her blowing the smoke. Let me see.
No, I remember the other one, the lady. I think you said it was a golfer.
Oh damn, that one's even older. So that one's I don't even know where that one's at
That's
anymore.
the first one I remember you with.
Oh, that's Restream. Yeah, she's on Restream. Yeah, if I jump onto a Restream, it'll jump like that would be my. But this one right here, this is the bonnet to my car, my Impala. But the bird is she's a reporter sorts, and she was sitting with a bunch of dudes, and one of them was giving her shit about a vape like vaping, and she said, "Well, let's see you could hold it or take the bigger amount of who could blow out the most amount of smoke." And he lost immediately, and she blew that fucking the cloud out, and I it's a screenshot that I took of a YouTube video I watched years ago, and that is her name is Catherine Timpf. Bring her back. That's Catherine Timpf. And I just when I put that picture on a long time ago, I just figured that I didn't want to put my face on there. I didn't know what to put. That I thought aesthetically, a blonde is more appealing than what I got going on over here. You know, Amory knows what I'm talking about.
I don't. I've never seen you.
Yeah, I know. I was taking the mic, but here, let me get the mic because this one's my new one. It's the one I
I'm
like.
sure a picture of you would be a lot better than some blondes on your profile.
You say that, but you know, like when you do see it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I should never have said that to him. She just let him have
Oh, I know.
girl blood smoke up.
But then you know what? I probably would say the same. I don't think I'd want to put my picture on the avatar.
Yeah.
I quite like the pictures I've had so
Yeah,
far.
it's an expression of what your icon. Um, no, there's no snow.
Says we had snow yesterday, and it says that we're gonna have snow again. And I haven't looked out the window yet to see if it's been snowing through the night or not.
It'll be like a miracle if it snows here. It would be like it never snows. I've told you this before. I think it snowed twice in my lifetime that I remember, but it was very light and like, one time immediately dissolved once it hit the floor, and the other time it just laid up like one thin layer of snow. Like if you went to put your hand on it, and then you would have a handprint of your hand on the floor. It was just that thin, and those are the only two times. And shit, like 30, 40 years that I've never seen snow here. But I mean, it snows up the mountains up the way, but I have to drive there. Am I right or am I wrong? Sorry.
I took pictures yesterday of the snow.
I slept all yesterday. Yesterday I slept through.
Just trying to find it.
You nutter.
Sorry, I can't see chat at the minute if anyone's coming in.
It's just Gav B and Right or Wrong, Batman Nutter channel. They're all saying hi to each other. And Right or Wrong. So.
See if I can upload this. No, my luck, I probably chose the wrong picture.
It should be like a nude. Make sure you don't put up any of your risque shots.
Nah, I don't take shit like that. Saying I've got too many images, actually.
Yeah, look what I ended up with. This is mine. My avatar is a picture of it's a picture of my kids in my car, but I just cropped it down to just the hood. What did you think when you saw my avatar? I guess that would be weird to. What would you think that was?
Which one?
This one right here.
Just give me a second. I'm trying to get this picture back.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just sitting here drinking.
I know I can't freaking find it.
Another. Did you know what my avatar was when you saw it? This one right here, or Emily? Or did you guys automatically know it was the front of a car? No.
I think looking at it at a glance, only with you saying it was a car, it made sense. But I'm looking at it on a phone, so it looks even tinier.
Yours is a Rising Phoenix, right? The Phoenix.
Yeah.
The X-Men, the former Jean Grey.
No, it's just a Phoenix, a woman.
I know. Yeah. But you know how Jean Grey turned into the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Did you watch oh, you guys didn't have the same kind of car.
Yeah, some snow.
Yeah. The heaviest snow we ever had was probably like 5 times thinner, like less than that.
There you go. Walking through the park, yeah. It slipped on my ass, actually, just come out. Being the doctor says just slipped on my ass. And then taking a picture, and I'm like, fuck's sake. So it just take me back even more.
Oh, yeah. What? You weren't wearing your Uggs? What were you wearing? Your flats?
Oh, yeah. I did go out with the wrong shoes on. But morning nutter, right or wrong, and Gav.
What's Gab? What did I say? Gabe? Gab. How do you say Kim? She has like a French last name. The only time I heard it pronounced and I guess French sounding was when you
Francois. Kim Francois. I don't know how other people say it, but that's how I say it. I've not seen Kim for a while, actually. I think she changed her name, didn't she?
I'm not sure. I would rather see her too. It was always like, oh, dang.
In fact, sorry, I think she was in my live. The last one, the other day. I'm sure I've seen her then.
I think the only time I do see her is here.
You think you're done with YouTube, Emily? Why? What's up?
She's getting older now, she wants to leave the childish things behind, She'll rejoin again when she's in her 60s, like all of us did, or 50s.
Maybe Emily's seen sense and seen that all of the older adults on YouTube just act more of a kid than anything.
I don't want to end up like them.
Yeah, any young people watching YouTube or this side of it, learn from it and never be like that.
You have a chance now to get out and make something of yourself and be happy and just surround yourself with joy and get out now. Taking away
I haven't watched any of Emily's car videos recently, but I quite like Emily's posts and like a community post, and they seem to pop up. It's kind of weird. Things seem to pop up in me in I was going to say newsfeed thing. You know what I mean? The main thing.
Like the recommended?
Just at the right time, yeah. Like some of Emily's posts and like posts with quotes on and it seems to be just the right thing at the right time, which is kind of a bit weird.
Emily's clairvoyant. She knows what you need to hear when you need to hear it.
Emily, people will just run with their own bullshit and not actually take any notice of things. But it's people that are, if it's what you said last night, it's people that have not really been around you or in other chats where you've been and that other person's been at the same time, having two different conversations. So you wouldn't be the first one to be mistaken for someone else. I'm sure you won't be the last, you know.
Yeah, and
Even Dave Torah was accused of being a female, and then they got their eye wiped when he was on the panel. So, but yeah, never ever let anyone run you off YouTube. Never. Only go if you want to go, because you've put so much time and effort into your channel, and people enjoy watching your channel. So you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for other people to fuck all that up for you. As long as you enjoy it, then do it for yourself.
Emery's sound, or she's right.
See, that's what I've thought. You know, all the shit I've had, I've thought people just want to push other people off YouTube or get people to the point where they're gonna leave. And I've thought, well, no, I enjoy my channel. I enjoy speaking to people. Just because other people want to try and ruin that doesn't mean I have to fuck off anyway. And even though I get nothing, you know, I put money into my channel. I don't get nothing from it other than the enjoyment of putting things up or doing lives, you know, and even that in itself, because I pay for StreamYard. So I'm not going to walk away from shit.
Just for somebody else's feelings.
Just because other people want to be complete, utter fucking tools on here.
Yeah. I think all of us come to like something like that and make that decision to leave because of the whatever's, you know, the individual thing that's going on with, you know, each one of us, or just stay and just let it, and then eventually they'll go away, or you just deal with it and just, you know, it's. I'm sorry, Emery was way more profound. I should have just left it where Emery said. I killed it with my. You know,
No, it's just people see things from different ways, won't they? I spent the past couple of days, it's just, I think what I want to say, and then when it comes to actually saying what I want to say, it's just, I'm losing that connection. And it just comes out gobbledygook, so I have to like stop myself and then think again and actually say it the way I want to say it. Yeah.
so what's the issue with Emily? Just the people saying that she's somebody else.
Yeah, Emily said that she's being accused of being Emily Blessings. And they're trying to make out that they're the same person, but I know from being in Nutters that, you know, they've both been there at the same time. They've both been having different conversations. They're both not the same person.
I didn't even realize there was another Emily in the chats.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's still about, but she's not about. Oh, I don't see her about as much as she used to be on. But then even Emily Blessings was accused of being other people. So
Oh, yeah, who
It's
does
like
that
people
though?
make accusations, but then
Yeah.
there's no, there's,
What
there's
accusation
no,
is that?
yeah, it's just that there's no proof or evidence or anything.
That's so bizarre.
And
Just,
the
just
thing is, they're both lovely people, both lovely
right,
in the chat.
right. Go like
They've
why
never
not?
never done anything in chats that I've seen to have any hate towards them. But then it's all, I think people just don't like happy, positive people. You just want to pull everyone down.
Right, and couldn't they just ask Emily like nicely, like, "Hey, Emily, are you Emily Blessings by any chance?" Or and she's like, "No." And, all right, I just thought I wanted to ask, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like someone's like giving her or taking the piss out of her because of because they have the same name. Anyways, uh, sorry, Emily, we didn't mean to what is it called? Pile on you way to work soon. Batman doesn't work. Batman's he's Bruce Wayne. He's doing his Bruce Wayne thing now if he's off. If it's the daytime.
Hate comes from ignorance. Yeah, it does, Gav. Shed is freezing. You need to like try and do something in that shed, nutter, so you're not freezing your ass off out there.
The punching bag. But then he'll start to sweat, and then that would even make him even colder. Get a poncho, like one that's like a blanket, put a hole in the middle of it, and put it over your, or like a snuggie. You wear a snuggie.
Oh yeah, get something to go over your legs.
Thermals. You guys wear thermals? They're like uh, I guess like cotton. That's like over, like you put them under your pants, and then you put your pants on when it's cold. I'm sure you guys do.
Again, I'm not sure if that many people wear them anymore.
You guys, it's like below zero all the time over there. Well, I would wear like two, three of them on top of each other, and then put my clothes on. I put sweatpants and then thermal sweatpants, like three pairs of socks, uh, the jeans, and do the same thing. I would have sometimes I had like seven layers of like on top of my top like shirts, like 7 layers of then my sweater. And it's not even that cold here. This is over there. It's all about layers. I've been. And what's up,
Morning,
Doghouse?
Doghouse.
Yeah, that looks better. That feels a lot better. See, there you go, Nutter. Look at that. That'll warm you up. The screen.
Morning, Gav.
Is that
Hey, Anne-Marie. How you doing?
All right, you?
Yeah, I'm good. Who's the lad that's on beside you?
Jose?
Jose, did you say?
Yeah.
Morning, Jose.
Good morning.
Where are you from? Are you staying in Britain now, or are you still over the pond?
I'm over the pond. I'm in California.
Oh wow, Anne-Marie, yeah. We're stuck with the snow and Jose's in California. I'm no kidding. I've not even looked out the curtains yet. I'll look just now. It's probably thick snow. Oh, it's not too bad. In fact, it's melted. Melted. It was snow last night, but I'm next to the sea, so the salt air gets rid of it quite quick. So up the hills, it's probably thick. Like I don't know about Batman. Batman's in the chat. He's in the west of Scotland. Probably snow there. I'm not sure. Batman will maybe tell you. What's happening this morning anyway, Anne Marie?
Not much.
Yeah, it's a shame on Emily, like, because we've all had it. Anne Marie, I remember you had some hassle a few weeks ago. I can't remember what exactly it was, but it was horrible with you as well, wasn't it?
I've had it for nearly 2 years.
I think it's ignorance, you know that? It's like,
But yeah, this round has probably lasted nearly a year. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Morning, Jason.
I've been on here. I'm not actually sure, 9 months, maybe close to a year. I didn't have a channel till 8 months ago, but I've had a lot of hate the last 3 months, and it's like I think it's just ignorance. I think, as you said, people don't want to see other people happy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think people just enjoy or have some, I don't know, some, what's the word I want?
Give us a clue. What were you looking for?
Like get some sort of thrill out of bringing other people down.
Yep. Stems
Or
from
just yeah.
Yeah, who's a lack of understanding on other people, eh?
And why attack Emily, who's like the sweetest one? You know, like there's like
Oh,
more people
totally.
out there who are more more disrupt the chat more, that are allowed to just run amok. Emily doesn't do anything to anybody.
I mean, I see it with me. The way I look at it is people are going to target me because I am mod on channels, and the way I think of it is like I use like analogies in my head to think of it, and I think, you know, of a war and the first, you know, defense lines, and I think, you know, I know that's taking it to extremes, but like your first form of defense on someone's channel is the moderators. So if you want to affect the channel, then obviously you're going to target the mods that are on that channel, and if you get rid of the mods, then you can have free run on the channel to do what you want, or affect that channel in whatever way. And I don't want to see people lose the channels or have theirs affected by other people just because they've got whatever.
Is that you're saying because like there's this whole thing about mods, like a hate thing against the mods, to get rid of the mods?
Yeah, because it's like people will say, well, the mods stop my freedom of speech. You haven't got it anyway. If the mods don't do it, you'd have Google moderators. Google moderators can stop you even saying hello. I've had that in chats where I've constantly getting timed out and I've only said hello.
So people who are trying to get rid of the mods are people who want to just run amok, who want to just cause it's like they're
that's the way I think of it. That's the way I see it.
I never thought of that. That's cool. Yeah.
Jose, there's no doubt about that. In Britain, that definitely happens. I'm not sure about over in America. I think America's more, even if they didn't like you, they still sub and things like that.
I'm only over here. I usually hang out over here. I don't really go into American streams.
Yeah. On you go, Jose. It's okay. On you go.
Oh, I was gonna say that I think there's. I mean, why? Because over here sometimes it gets really like there's just madness, and it's just like controlled madness. And I think over there they would want to control. Over here, I mean, they would want to control it more. But I don't really have any. I don't know.
Jason, I'm just reading what you wrote, and I've read the other message before, the one I'm highlighting as well. He had no chance in hell of winning a counterclaim. Not a chance in hell. He's an idiot for thinking he could. It's honestly.
But G, is it G or who? What was your name, sir? I didn't get to.
Gav B, but I've got Ginger Ninja on my when I come up in the panel.
Oh, before I forget, do you think Emily's a Scottish also? Because I've heard that she's a ginger also. Oh, she said she's a ginger. So might make her Scottish.
I think she stays south of the border. I'm not sure. Is she, Anne-Marie? I'm not sure.
She's Mexican? Okay.
Emily with the cars. Emily's somewhere towards Leeds, isn't she?
I think so. Yeah. She maybe got Celtic ancestry or whatever, or a Celtic parent, maybe. Who knows?
But it's just all assumptions because I've only known her just to be as the name. I've never, yeah, it's like a whole mystery. And just because when I saw your name, the Jinjin Awinja, I thought, oh, and then I heard your voice, and then the whole Scottish thing came up, and I thought, ah, just how. I'm sorry about that one.
It's supposed to be Ginger Ninja. That banter's changed my name. I forgot to change it back. Just a joke. I like banter. I get on with banter. It was just a joke, and I forgot to change it back. Ginger Winja. I didn't mind that either.
I was kind of hesitating. I was like, I heard the beep, and I'm looking backstage. I'm thinking, I've seen the name, and then I'm thinking, who's that? And then I was thinking in the chat, it's a Garth, and then I clicked on it, and yeah.
yeah. I just, I was wanting a wee name from my panel. I was going to go with Ginger Jihadi, but I wouldn't have went doing well with some people.
You say Ninja Jihadi?
yeah. Ginger Jihadi.
That's right.
So I settled on Ginger Ninja. That's like a happy medium, I think.
It rhymes really well, yeah.
So I'm not good with technology either. I've got wee pictures I could use as well. I've got one in the when I'm in the chat that I reckon how to change on StreamYard. I've tried, but I'll get there. I've never used technology in my life. I'm more of a grafter sort of guy. Like when I'm working.
Yeah, when you before you enter studio, you upload an image there.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, loads of folk have told me. I'm just not good with technology. It's like, I'll get there. I've only started a few months ago, so I'll get there.
Are you on the phone or on a bigger device?
On the phone just now. I'm thinking about getting a wee tablet or something just to make it a bit easier.
It will. Just the or the what do they call it? Like the buttons to go into to change they're more there. There's more room for them on one screen.
Yeah, more options, a little bit easier, A little bit easier to do things.
You have so much to do, Gav.
I did have options, but I'm going to see my mum and my daughter at 2:00. So even if I love stuff like that. That's what life's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the stuff I had in the morning, it would have been a bit tight to get back home in time, and so I've left that the now and then. I'll just have a chilled morning. So that's a wee bonus. What about yourself? What about yourselves? Obviously, it's what time's it beside you? Was it?
It's 10 p.m.
Yeah. So you've not went to bed yet. You've not went to 8 hours behind or 7 hours behind.
It's 8.
It's weird, Anne-Marie. Yeah, it's weird.
He's just said he's been in bed all day.
All right.
I woke up about an hour ago. 2 hours ago.
Yeah, you'll be up all night then. That's because you're on these British chats.
Yeah, I'm on UK time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay though. That's okay.
Doggos, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, no, it's not that person.
SWP are paying out. What's SWP, Anne-Marie?
There used to be a whole group, right? In the
South Wales Police.
Are paying out. You know who? I didn't get that. I don't even know what they're talking about there.
That's right. Yeah, some of it.
Yeah, no, it's right. I know.
It doesn't matter, does it really? It's, you've seen the panel in the chat. It's like two different entities sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the chat's more fun than the panel, and sometimes the panel's more entertaining than the chat.
I love the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. Yeah, Jose, I'm the same. I don't mind. I don't mind either. I don't mind either.
I think it depends who's in it though, as well.
Yeah, when you have your
Yeah.
friends in there, then you could just like cut up and do it for hours.
I mean, I could just stay on here and chat shit, and
Oh yeah.
probably not
I'm
get
talking about
bored,
this panel.
quite honestly.
I'd
Yeah.
rather be here. Yeah. But I want to be in the wasteland right now. I have to be up here with you guys. I'm kidding. No. The wasteland joke is because I remember one time Vincent said that and it sounded like so funny. He was like, what are you doing in the wasteland in the chat? It sounded cruel, funny but cruel too. But
Wasteland.
I think it was somebody was getting like
What, no man's land in the chat?
Yeah.
You know something, Anne-Marie, and Jose as well. There's some good characters that just stay in the chat, like really funny characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that won't ever be on. You won't ever hear or see on panels. They're just there.
Yeah. And then
There's a lot of people I miss seeing in chats as well that are not there anymore. That would make you laugh as well. Yeah.
And it's a mystery who these people are. It doesn't bother me, but it's a mystery who they are. I didn't mind. I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
So some people. Sorry, on you go, Jose. Yeah.
I was just saying, as long as you get on with the people in the chat, it's like you don't really care who or what they realize, right? Like, but as long as it's cool in the chat, like that's all that should matter, really.
Yeah, I come on YouTube for a laugh and a wee chat with folk, like a debate, things like that, a bit of camaraderie. I didn't come on for. I don't want to know what you do. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I am interested in people, but I'm not like that bothered who they are. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter.
You take people as they come, and I try to do that. Take people as they come and judge them on how they've been on YouTube, not so much judge them on anything else.
And a lot of times people are getting judged by what other people say about them. You know, like, and just it gets perpetuated that way by what somebody gets in somebody else's ear, and now two people are against you, and three, and then it's just a distraction from you for having fun or just like having a chin wag with your shit. I'm just bad.
I mean, obviously, things have come out about people that have gone to like extremes and things from their past, and it's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
That does, I think, shit. But as in general, wise, just take people as they come.
I think you're right though, Jose. Like, I'm quite honest with my life and like what I get up to and my past and stuff. And I never really had any hate to start with, and then 3 or 4 folk I didn't get on with, and then like they're horrible to me, and then some people follow that. Some people follow that hate.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think some people take what they say as facts without actually thinking, well, I probably never spoke to that person, and you know, and find out for themselves what's true and what's not true.
Totally. You know, so it doesn't bother me. I just see it as ignorance. I just see it as that, and I try to no teach is the wrong word. I'm no any better than anybody in it, but just try and inform sort of thing. And if it changes one mind, that's good, that's good.
Yeah, if you're right, if you feel like you stand your ground, and they'll eventually go away, or you like, there's still people who I see in the chats where they'll say just they know what to just like a piss take, and not even a piss take. It's will malintent, and if you buy it, so all I want you to do is to buy it, so they can have somebody to not banter with, but like to cuss at, or to I mean like to get other people to hate. And then I have to be that way too. I have to start, slagging him off in the chat too, because it's the only way you can, like, to get them off your back, to see people that you're not soft, and to people like, so, because the whole banter thing is you got to give it back. That's what I've been.
Yeah.
And
Hey, W.
it can be just as brutal sometimes, and it's just completely out of character. But it might get
I
to
think-
one or two.
I think there's another way of doing it. Like, the silence is golden as well. If you just totally ignore it, which is hard, that's not my character in any form of my life. So it is hard, but I think that would work as well, because they would just get bored eventually.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna implement that, because that's what I did. That's what I usually do, and then I switched over to like giving it back. But then I think, just go back to ignoring it. But like I said, it's a whole, like, somebody will ask, "Oh, who are you talking about?" "Oh, I'm talking about Jose," and it's like, "Oh, Jose," and then it's like,
It's one of them things though, when you know someone's saying something about you that's completely untrue. You go in defense mode, but then there's only so many times you can defend yourself, and you think, if
And
people want to listen to bullshit, they're going to listen to bullshit. It's more fool them.
And drama, Anne Marie.
Yeah.
It's like the new EastEnders to some of them, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone switched off from the telly and all the COVID shit, and all the dramas come to YouTube. Yeah, I think we've got our own version of Coronation Street and EastEnders, and probably Brookside here and there, and
I only watched one episode.
a bit of Blind Date thrown in places, and
the best Blind Date thrown in.
bit of Only Fools and Horses.
Beverly Hills 90210 in there.
I was going to say Baywatch, but that was when I was a teenager.
That'd be nice, dude. There's not enough sunny beaches over there to have that, I guess.
Oh, honestly, in fact, you know something? My dad stays in California, but I've never seen him for 17.5 years, so I'm not actually sure where.
It's pretty big, yeah. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I know it's 2 miles north of San Francisco, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's like forest or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if he's in the north, it's very isolated up there, and if he's on the north side of San Francisco, he's like in the Vallejo area, maybe.
Yeah.
Mountainous, yeah. It's right before you get to Oregon and like the other state.
Yeah, he moved over there. I'm not sure, 14, 15 years ago. I'd fell with him before that. I've never seen him since. So I'm not really fussy now. Like, I miss my younger wee brothers and sisters are out there. I miss them. Like, and my oldest, one of the youngest three, he's staying. I still speak to him on another platform. He's in New York. But the two youngest, the two girls, they're with my dad. But like, I still, my wee brothers in Abu Dhabi. I've got a complicated family. I have brothers and sisters and that as well. And my two sisters are here in Fife as well. I still talk to the older ones and the oldest one of the three youngest. But the two young ones are still with my dad and my stepmom. So it's like, complicated with them as well. Like, so it's just, it's horrible, man. It's horrible.
Do they have your accent, like the family members that you have here, or do they have the Scotch
Yeah,
accent?
the oldest, the UN does, and
They must be like celebrities. I bet they're like everybody just gravitates toward them because of the.
yeah. It's like a barman in New York, and like they all love him out there. His accent, and
Yeah.
the middle one, she's still got a bit of Scottish accent. The youngest one's got an American accent. It's quite mad. My daughters went out to see them a couple of times now. My daughters went out a couple of times to see them. Like, because of my relationship with my dad, that's a hard one, yeah.
I haven't met somebody who has so much a connection to the states. Like everybody that I met either had never even been here, or just has the attachment of people who are online that they know from the states, but never anybody who has people that actually live here. You're the
My,
first.
well, my sister, my oldest sister, she moved to, oh, what was the state again, man? Something city. The state's called the same as the city. Something
Oh,
city. Right in the middle of America, right in the middle. There's loads of mountains and
hmm. I'm thinking Oklahoma City.
no. There was no Oklahoma.
Maybe.
Colorado City.
Colorado's nice.
When she stayed there, she was out there for about 10 years, I think. Like, she could go jet skiing and stuff, and
Yeah.
then like an hour's drive, she could go snowboarding and skiing, and it sounded amazing as well. Like,
They say like
uh, uh,
the most beautiful is like this in Montana, just up north of Colorado. They say that's like the beautifulest place to be in America.
I'd love to visit. I wouldn't get into America anyway because of my history.
I think America would be nice to like just go and travel all around.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to stay in America, but it would be nice to visit it. It'd be nice to visit it.
And while you're here, maybe take a trip south of the border and visit the Mexicans. The, like, it's a lot cheaper there too. It's cheaper and it's warmer there too.
Do you sometimes cross the border for California? And I can't remember what that part of Mexico's called.
I've done it twice, but it was I was in my 20s and it was fun but dangerous too. It was the
I was going to
cops.
say, I bet that was an experience.
Yeah, yeah. Four times I was hemmed up by the cops, and they took about I'm thinking like $700 from in 4 sittings to let us go. It was on like the Baja California side.
Yeah. It
Sorry.
looks beautiful down that way. That on that coast
Mhm.
of Mexico. But as you say, I mean, I see America as dangerous, but that's maybe just the news, with the guns and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has guns, but we're not willing. They're not willing, like having them out and shoot in the air all day long. It's just
I know. It's just it's the way it gets portrayed in the news here, I think.
Sleep well, Batman.
Yeah, Batman's good, like Batman's okay, man.
I wonder if he sleeps upside down, like Michael Keaton.
Hopefully he manages to get back to sleep.
What's she saying? Is it a couple of years gap? Aye. I thought Batman worked on the boats. I'm sure he said that before in the fishing and stuff.
There's a few Batmans on YouTube.
Is
So I'm
that a
not sure
different
if you might be
Batman?
thinking of a different Batman.
Maybe. I thought it was a
Might be.
Batman from Scotland.
That would be the
No, just
Christian
Batman's
Bale.
like down south towards
Yeah.
Londonish ways.
I was talking to the wrong one. I don't mind anyway. I think I've talked to him as well in your chat anyway, so I didn't mind. I just thought it was the one I talked to up here.
Did you get Michael Keaton Batman? The other one's
And then
Batman.
I know there's someone called the
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Knight
yeah.
as well.
That was a.
There's someone called the Dark Knight, and they got called
Yeah, see, the Dark Knight
Batman
is
in the
Christian Bale.
chat. And then I've seen another Batman. That's called Batman as well.
Ben Affleck.
That was quite a good joke though there, Jose. What did you say?
Well, because there's like the different characters that Ben Affleck played Batman, Christian Bale played the Dark Knight, and this one's Michael Keaton, and the one that you were talking to was Christopher Reeve.
All the guys that have played them.
Thanks for laughing at that. Nobody ever laughs at my jokes here, and that was kind of a throwaway, but yeah, cool. I was
That's maybe where you like the British chats, maybe the British lives.
Yeah.
Like different humour.
Yeah, your guys' humor is yes. I'm trying to isolate to figure out what it is that makes you guys laugh, and I just can't get a grasp of it.
Modern Land Rover.
Hey, River. But I can see how your guys' funny is really funny, but I just can't seem to beat it. Like I know it's a way. But I just
More
I
than
think
Land
when
Rover.
people try to be funny, they just not. It's just when you come up with things
exactly like
just naturally, it's more funny then.
Just threw it out there. Like I didn't think it was like where you're so right, Emery. I tried too hard to be funny.
I think there's sarcasm in it, our humour, a lot.
And you know what it is? Also, you guys don't laugh at it. It's just like it's known that it's funny, but it's not like a haha, but it's everybody knows that it's funny. I think maybe that's it too, because of the sarcasm bit angle of it. Sarcasm is just like
And it's natural in us because we're brought up with in our sitcoms and you know what I mean? It's like a natural thing in us.
I never seen you guys sitcoms. I saw the one episode of I think it's Carnation or the other one. I don't think it was EastEnders. It was one with Dear G. Barlow in it.
Carnation
that's not a sitcom. That's what are they called, Anne-Marie?
Soap.
A soap, yeah. A sitcom's like Friends. Friends is a sitcom.
Would that be like EastEnders?
No, over here it'd be
a soap as well.
Okay.
A sitcom's like How do you explain a sitcom?
What would be one of your sitcoms?
A sitcom, I'd say like Frasier and Friends, and it's something that's filmed in front of an audience.
Only Fools and Horses, that's a sitcom. You heard of that?
No, what's it called again? Say it again.
Only Fools and Horses. You know what a sitcom is? I think it's like a comedy that you get episodes. Would that be a good explanation? Only Fools and Horses is one over here. Only Fools and Horses. That's one.
Jot it down, and I'm gonna.
Honestly, you'll love that, Anne-Marie. Only Fools and Horses.
It's in the queue. Hopefully, I can pick it up here. Yeah.
Del Boy, but you can't beat a bit of Del Boy.
Molly. Yeah, that's something that I was saying that the other day. It's something that I'll never get old.
Yeah, it doesn't grow old. Doesn't grow old.
You know what an example would be? Like the Ricky Gervais, because he's the one that made it over here where a lot of people know the British humor, and it makes us cringe sometimes, right? When he's does the award shows and stuff like that. But it's your guys' humor, the sarcastic, the piss take, the not taking yourself so seriously, I suppose, or you know.
Yeah,
See,
I
some
think
of the
that's
people that have made it in America, I don't think, even though I'd say, what's his name?
Thanks, Land Raver.
James Corden.
Yeah.
He's probably more of the funny side of British than anyone
James
else.
Corden?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that person. Right down. That's going to Q2.
He done the Saturday night show. Is it Saturday night show?
Yeah, he does a show. Yeah, he does a show over there, and he does the oh fuck, what's it called? Where he's driving and the singing
Oh yeah. He's the
car
heavyweight guy
karaoke or something.
Say
Oh,
Chubby.
yeah.
Famous people.
That's quite funny, actually. He done it with Take That and things like that,
It's a nice show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Morning, Andrew.
Billy Connolly, he made it in America, did he not?
Connolly.
Billy Connolly, Scottish comedian.
Billy?
Billy Connolly.
All right. I'm gonna have a bunch to do with my, this night when I'm gonna be like some only fools and horses.
Only Fools and Horses and Billy Connolly. That'd be my two recommendations for the day.
Yeah, I'd
And
say if
Billy-
you want to get into the British humour, then yeah, Only Fools.
Well,
And even like some of the Carry On films from like back in the day, that's like completely taking the piss kind of humour.
The Monty Python, right?
Oh, classic.
I never watched
Classic.
those things growing up. Like I never. When people do the references, I can't, join because I don't know I don't. But when they explain them, sometimes like the one when he goes, I'm not dead yet. Or when the guy gets his arms chopped off and his legs and he still wants to fight. I think that's Monty Python.
Oh, it's Andrew J. Is that Andrew J?
Yeah.
There is in the chat.
How is he? Is he doing okay?
I've heard he's.
Oh, he's seen
From
it.
what he said, yeah, he's
What's Corden?
I don't know what day you're on, Andrew. I can't remember what day you said you're on. Well, yeah, he
Andrew,
seems to be doing good, yeah.
Andrew, I've got a similar history, although, you know, man, I went into the drugs and stuff, but I am proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Keep going, man. I know it's hard at the start and sleep and stuff, but just keep going, man. Honestly, it's worth fighting for, man. It's worth fighting for. 23 days, is he saying? 23?
Yeah,
Wow. That Anne-Marie's in that.
I hope you're giving yourself like a visual on a calendar and like crossing them days off and then you've got something to look at and be proud of as well.
Yeah, I got to 206 Anne-Marie myself, right? And then I had a relapse 17 days ago, just a 1-day one though, because I'm getting that like behind me, I'm getting that like good work in and out. It didn't last that long, and I didn't enjoy it or anything. So he's in that early stage, but if he keeps on just pushing through, he'll be okay, man. I'm proud of you, Andrew, honestly, man. Keep going, pal. Keep going, man.
Day after Valentine's Day.
February 15th.
What does he mean by that? Oh, yeah.
I think that's the day he stopped, this first day.
That was day one.
Yeah.
But I was saying, what you said, Ginger, was when I just try to do good and stuff like that. It's when I pat myself on the back and say, oh, you're a attaboy, is when I usually fall back. It's like I get complacent or I kind of like lose focus. And
I get that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's being aware of no doing it too much. Getting a balance with that, because you've got to be serious as well. You've got to you've got to want things as well. It's not just about, oh, I'm doing brilliant. It's like being rounded about it.
I'm super aware that when I pat my, or if anybody else pats me on the back, it's like it's like a jinx. It's, but that might be in my head also. Might be an excuse.
I think it is in your head there because if other people recognise, I might just be my addict head as well. Like it takes other people to point out I'm doing good things or bad things sometimes. Yeah, I didn't realise I'm doing it, and when folk point out, I'm like, oh yeah, how did I not see that? But then that might just be my head. Andrew probably agree with that as well. Like, you know, see YouTube helped me though. I know there's hate and stuff. It did help me because it was a distraction. It was a distraction, eh?
Yeah, and I think for all the bad, there's a lot of good on here as well. It just seems to be overshadowed by all the shit at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
Andrew,
he said he wasn't listening.
I know, I can't even remember what I said now. You know, some Andrew, it's not that important, man, but like, where are you
He's
just
on
now,
about
Andrew?
people pointing things out if you're doing good or doing bad, and sometimes it takes someone else saying it to make you aware of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yes.
Or something along them lines.
Yeah, no, you got that spot on, Amory. He's laughing, man. Where are you, Andrew? You're in a rehab, are you? Where are you? You're sinking. I mean, it was obvious Andrew he was a nice guy. He was just stuck with drinking. It was obvious he was a nice guy in general.
Yeah, there's a lot. I see a lot of good, and you know, even conversations with Andrew that after I've hit end and we've carried on talking, or as Andrew keeps citing, to point out when I fell asleep backstage and snoring my head off. So yeah, there is a lot of good.
And that good's just going to come out even more because he's sober, you know what I mean?
But yeah, but people just, not everyone, but some people just see the drink, not the person.
Yeah, 100%.
Some people see other things before they see the person in front of them, and I got to know Andrew, the person, from the conversations that we've had, rather than Andrew on YouTube drinking.
Oh, he's saying supportive house, and that's quite good as well, Andrew, because you've got your own independence as well. So that makes you even stronger, Andrew, because you've done it more independently, if that makes sense. Fair play, man. Fair play.
I remember one time I heard Andrew say something. It was the funniest thing I've heard Andrew say. He goes, he was talking to somebody else, and he said, "Hey, there's a hill somewhere that all the English or the British should chuck themselves off of." Oh, I just fucked it up. No, it's not even funny, but it was funny. Like when he said it was funny. So chuck themselves off of. That was funny. I just ruined it.
It's probably funnier when you hear it than when you say it.
But you want to know something? That was funny because they just ruined it. But see, that's the British humour later.
Right, exactly.
As soon as you said they've just ruined it, like we were in stitches.
Oh,
I don't know why we're like that. I just think we like silly things. We like. I don't know. It's just hard to explain the British humour, Anne-Marie, innit?
Yeah, Morning King. Again, I think.
Is it Outlaw King? No. Oh,
Yeah.
Outlaw King. He stays close to me, man. He stays quite really close to me actually. I'm not sure exactly where, but he's like same region, Same region as me. How you doing, Outlaw King? Anyway, you good, pal?
At some point, it'd be nice if he jumped up on the pan. I just don't think Debbie wants to jump on there.
It's because he's got the same accent as me. It's like we're not all proud of our accent. The dull tones of Fife.
Yeah, but that's like the good thing about here, because it's nice listening to panels where everyone has got different accents.
I like that too.
And I find it quite weird when there's like been people in Australia on like Nunya, and then Jose like in America, and then us here, and it's like 3 different time zones, but we're all in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, it's cool. Good Outlaw, good pal. There's a few years, C5. There's a few years on here, but not a lot. Not a lot of us. Maybe 4 or 5. I can count 4 or 5 from Fife.
I'm surprised you haven't jumped on the panel yet, Doggos. You're not shy.
Yeah, I thought I was say keeping your seat warm. Doghouse.
See, I don't know if you know what. See, in Scotland, tells you the Scottish map. I don't know if you can. Like, obviously, Scotland's the top of England, isn't it? You know where Edinburgh roughly is?
Yep.
Well, I'm just straight across the river. It's like a big river. It's quite a big river. It's no compared to the American rivers, but it's quite a big river.
Okay. So you're north. So that's what you say northerner. So would you be considered a northerner?
Definitely.
Okay.
And then like Anne-Marie's a northerner as well because she's Northern England. But obviously with the Scottish, we're obviously northerners because we're above that. We're not north. Manchester, Newcastle, we're all northerners.
We're having a debate, but because they're saying that like the Liverpool area was north. I was like, how can it be north when it's over on that side? But then it's because it's the English north. Not the,
Yeah. We would just probably get called Scots, to be honest. But like we've got a lot in common with like Liverpool and Manchester, Newcastle. We're all like mostly working class cities and towns and stuff.
And the posh all congregate over by London area.
Yeah, in general. Obviously, there is posh all over Britain, but yeah, in general, that's probably the best way to explain it, Anne-Marie. It's like that a bit, innit?
Sorry, I wasn't. I'm getting messages saying, have you seen outside? And I'm like, no. It's like, look outside. So I'm guessing it's been completely snowing and God knows what.
You want to know something though? It's no surprise that Andrew said Wales is the best place.
I've heard that the Welsh have the best beaches, like the best beaches in all of England.
That's probably true. It's probably true actually, because they've got that the ocean water. Whereas in the north of Scotland, England gets shielded by Ireland, doesn't it? And in the north of Scotland, it's all, especially the west where the ocean is, it's all like islands and it's rugged landscape, rugged.
See, I would have thought the best beaches and stuff would have been down south.
There's some in England as well, like Bournemouth and Yeah, I'll be down the south. Yeah, yeah.
Well, to be fair, it was Tyrone who said that to me. I think he was Welsh, and he said that best beaches are. So,
No, but there is some nice beaches in Wales. I remember being in Wales a couple of times, especially up the sort of north side of it, the north west coast, the northwest coast. It's nice up there. Like Andrew J will say, the south's better because he's down there.
I think anywhere by the beach that or anything, it's just nice to be there in the open air and listen to the waves and
I'm right next to the North Sea, but I'm more on the River Forth, exactly where I am. But 10, 15 mile up the coast, I'm right next to the North Sea. Like St Andrews, St Andrews, the home of golf, St Andrews Golf Course. That's like 15 mile away from me or something.
maybe you should start auditing the beaches then. Rate the beaches across the UK.
St Andrews Beach, where the golf is, St Andrews Beach is a cracker. That's probably the best beach, close to me. Big beach. Big, I don't know if it's big compared to other ones, but it's a big beach up here.
I think it'd be nice to find like a little hidden beach, that not many people go to. And it's not going to get overcrowded. That'd be nice.
Yeah. That does sound nice. Go to a beach and just busy. Oh, so it's a nice morning, by the way. I've just opened my curtains right up. I'm
Count the chairs on the beach. I don't think it's been like that for ages, Douglas.
See, that's funny because you're laughing at your neighbour. That's funny. like the Scottish do that with the English, but we actually love most of England. It's the power. It's the power we laugh at. It's the power we point a finger at. But we'll say the English, and then it's like straight away we're like, no, that doesn't sound right. The power.
I think that's why the joke that Andrew said about chucking the English off of this cliff was because isn't it like a rivalry between all you guys, like the Scots, the British, the the four countries. But I think the hate is toward the British, like the funnier ones, I guess.
Yeah, England, Scotland, and Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although in England, because England's the bigger country of the four, there's less rivalry towards the other ones. If that makes sense.
I got it, and you guys need to clarify something because I think I'm making a mistake. I kept calling because if the English is what you guys would all be, right? All you guys, it doesn't matter what country you guys are English, or is that just
no, we're all British. We're all British, and I'm Scottish, Anne Marie's English, and we're all British. Andrew J's Welsh, and he's British. Although some of us might not want to be called British as well. I would say more Scottish, although if somebody said I was British, it wouldn't offend me or anything. But some people would be like, no, I'm Scottish.
But when it came down to it, if there was a world war, he would be considered a Brit, right? Like a British.
100%. We'd have to be in it together.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're just an island. I suppose we'd have to be, 100%.
So
because it's like there's all different names. Because it's like obviously Scotland, England, Ireland, and Wales. But then it's like England, Scotland, and Wales are like the United Kingdom, and then adding into that Ireland is Great Britain.
Aye, when you add in the Northern Ireland
or the opposite way round, something like that. There's two different names, isn't there? United Kingdom, Great Britain, and then.
I think you said that right, Anne Marie. I'm sure you said that right.
Could you repeat it?
It's complicated.
It's just stupid. It's just.
I rewind.
Different areas. I don't know why we need like 4 different names for one place.
There
So
you
the
go.
English would be just the like Emery and them, like people who live in like the Hamptons or the London. Those are English.
Yeah, but then some of them would be British as well. See, Outlaw King, he's from the same part of Scotland as me, right? And I'm Scottish, but I wouldn't be offended if somebody called me British. And he just said,
Right.
I'm not British. So that shows you how complicated it is. He's from the same area as me. But then it
Okay.
comes down to religion, it comes down to loads of things.
But in just the countries, like everybody has their first where you be Scottish. You're like say for instance your surname would be a British. Uh, Wales, their surname would be British. The English, their surname would be British.
Hmm.
No.
Never mind. No. I think I went too fast for this. I shouldn't have came to class high.
You get Welsh surnames like Jones and
No. The surname was just an analogy of the whole British because like you guys were all British. So like you would be a Scottish British, Wales would be a Welsh British, and the English would be a British.
in general, right? Yeah. But then, as I explained by Outlaw King, he's from the exact same area as me in Scotland, and I wouldn't be offended by being called British. I'm Scottish first, whereas he's like saying I'm not British at all. So that's how complicated it is. It's basically right. It's four countries in an agreement, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The pens might are on the sword at the end of the day. They signed an agreement. Whenever they signed an agreement, the pens might are on the sword, isn't it?
So it's the Scottish, the Welsh, the Irish, and then the British.
Yeah, Northern Ireland
English.
though. Just
Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales.
But then a lot of people in Northern Ireland see themselves as just Irish. So it's complicated. And then
See, for me, I think why are we holding on to a certain piece of another bit of land? Why not just give it back to Ireland?
Right.
But then what you could say that about Scotland as well.
Yep.
And then Wales would just be happy beside you.
They got the beaches.
Yeah, you've got the beaches.
Yeah, but like we're all on the same land, even though it's different areas. We're all on the same bit of land, like, but
That's a good
holding on
point.
to a little bit of a country from another piece of land. Just
That's
like
a good
just
point.
let Ireland be whole again. Irish people might differ with that. I don't know, but I just think just give it back to it.
There you go, Outlaw King. This is his take on it. Terms like Britain and the UK only come from the English royals trying to rule over land that wasn't theirs.
Hmm. So okay, so he's wrong in English. Okay, I think I'm getting it. But I'm gonna study it more because I'm gonna.
Jose, see, in our land, we've been fighting with each other for, and against the rest of the world for thousands of years, really. And it's
Wasn't King James who united
complicated. No, I thought it was the female one. What's her name? No, I mean, you might be right. I'm not sure. I'm not really good with the royal history. That doesn't really interest me much.
What I remember is that it was a biblical change, right? Like because he wrote the Bible, he rewrote the Bible or something like that, and united the four kingdoms, which made it the United Kingdom. I might be wrong. But I think that's
It was Henry VIII that turned us for a Catholic.
King James. I've seen things on King James's thing, and he said that James of Scotland rewrote the Bible or something.
Well, he separated from the Vatican, the Henry VIII, so he could have a wife.
Yeah, he separated. Yeah, and it made us. Even now, there's more Protestant than Catholics, so there's a lot of Catholics still in Britain, definitely. Although I don't think people bother with that these days, really. Religion and stuff.
But how did they all get united then? How did it become the United Kingdom if it wasn't King James?
I can't remember. I thought it was the two female ones, but I might be getting that totally wrong.
There was more female queen. Was there? There was like,
There was an Elizabeth the First there. Nah, that wasn't then either. I would need to look into another. There's been that many kings and queens. I get mixed up with it all. She was,
Yeah.
she was fighting the Mary Queen of Scots. They were like, but they were related. They were related somehow. And the Mary Queen of Scots was like, they were fighting each other, and she was getting chased all over Britain. Mary Queen of Scots, and right. She ended up getting executed by Elizabeth I. You know, we had the Queen there, that's Elizabeth II. And Elizabeth I executed Mary Queen of Scots. And I think that was like the start of that coming together. It was
Yeah,
long
that's what I was
after
trying
that.
to think of, King. Yeah, what you're saying.
King James V of Scotland, the first of yeah, that right enough, man. Yeah. Because he was the King of Scotland. He hanged it. He like signed the original agreement. Is that right? Am I reading that wrong? Rewrote the Bible, and see, how can you rewrite a Bible?
That's why
That
there's the
doesn't
King
make
James
sense.
version. The King James version, and the Old Testament, and the King James version.
Well, it's like
then
the Old Testament, the
yeah.
New Testament, and this Testament and that Testament. God knows how many rewrites of the bloody Bible.
What's a Testament?
Yeah, I know. And then that shows you what's true in the Bible, what's not, when it's been rewritten that many times. Aye.
So it says, and the first of England. What does England entail? Does England entail the Welsh, the Irish, or the British? What the hell?
I think is it? Am I right in thinking King James V of Scotland, and then he would be King James I of England?
No, because the first and second would be the you're like in line of like your family, wouldn't it?
Right. I've got you, Outlaw King, the Highland clearances and that. I've got you now, man. So he's been the fifth king of Scotland, and he became the king of England, and then he's rewrote the Bible, and then he's done the Highland clearances as well. That's a horrible traitor when you think about it. I'm not meaning that in a bad way. Like we're all sort of one now, like, but crazy. Because I've none against like Anne Marie's for Liverpool. Why would I dislike Anne Marie just because I'm Scottish?
And if a Yank came in, it would be you would jump up, you'd be on Emery's side, 10 times out of 10. Like, didn't matter if it was Welsh or Scottish or British. No way, you guys didn't choose America. It's like you guys won every time.
Yeah.
Canadian or Mexican or whatever it was you guys are always a team.
We're always a team.
Yep.
I thought
I'm not sure, it could be a unique thing, but I guess for maybe where in other places of the world where there's a lot of countries that close, that there's really no borders. I'm not sure you just have to cross any borders to go to Scotland or to
No, really, it's not a border like border checks or anything. There's a sign saying "Welcome to Scotland," and then I breathe a bit easier when I cross it. I like crossing that border coming home though. I do. I feel like I'm home again. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we don't have checkpoints and shit just to cross over.
So I'm sure it just feels like it's one. Yeah.
It does when you think about it like that. I can just go across to England today and I didn't get the passport or anything like that. Just go and do it. Just go and drive down. I suppose it does
Tim.
feel like that. It's just
You're British.
complicated, Anne-Marie. Yeah, it's like a complicated history between our countries, but I do feel like I've got a lot in common with the people in North England, and I've got a lot in
I
common
think the
with.
only thing I really remember from learning history at school is like the Battle of Hastings, 1066, and Henry VIII and his wives. That's probably about it.
Yeah. I would say I've
Anything
got.
else, I'd have to go and look into it if I was
Yeah,
wanting to.
yeah. I think because there's that much history with Disney interest a lot of us. It's like it's just us. It's just us now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Outlaw King, you are not joking. As soon as I see the bridges, I'm home. And when I get to Scotland, I feel like I'm home. I see the bridges, I'm like, yes, I'm definitely home. Half an hour and I'm in my bed. Oh, the bridges, type in, Jose, type in fourth bridge. You'll see the three bridges. They're beautiful, man. Beautiful. That's where me and Outlaw King stay, just on the other side of that.
It's here in the queue. Emery, what was that battle you talked about? The Battle of High what?
Hastings.
Battle of Hastings.
I'll have to have to. It sounds like it's interesting. And Fort Bridges.
Basically, right, they were fighting originally, they were fighting the Vikings, or the last of the Vikings. And then they came all the way down south. No, is that a different war? I think that's right, yeah, Anne-Marie. They were fighting at them.
Oh, no,
And they came,
no idea.
and they
I
came all
just remember the day.
and the English defeated the Vikings, the last of the Vikings, came all the way down south, taking their army all the way down south, and then defeated the French in the Battle of Hastings. But I might be totally wrong. That might be another one.
See, us learning history and geography and stuff at school, it's like our teacher lived on a farm, so you would basically be holding your breath for the whole entire lesson, trying to do your work and not breathe at the same time, because you had the geography teacher who stank of sweat and BO,
Mm-hmm.
and the history teacher who stank of the farm that you lived on. And they both had the classrooms right next to each other, so yeah,
Morning, Tim
them
Smith.
two
Morning,
lessons,
pal.
yeah.
Smell like a bar.
Yeah.
Where's the fourth bridge? I can only count three.
Aye, three bridges, yeah. There's three bridges there. The
Is there a
fourth
fourth?
bridge, the Forth Road Bridge, and the Queen's Ferry Crossing. That's what the three of them are called, but they're on the same bit. The Forth Road Bridge, though, the three of them were built in three different centuries. The rail bridge was the 19th century. The Forth Road Bridge was 20th, and the Queen's Ferry Crossing 21st century. That's not that old, that one.
Jamestown.
Yeah, well, King, you're right. The Vikings for Scotland, man. Definitely, man. And a lot of us have got Viking blood in us anyway, with the fighting that went on between the Vikings and the Scots. And Roman blood and Christ, everything.
It's just turning into like a history lesson first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's my bad. I'm sorry, guys.
Scotland's fought against everybody at the end of the day. So's England. And then obviously you get breeding while that happens. Or whatever. Oh yeah, the Kincardine Bridge. But why would the Clackmannanshire Bridge come into that? That doesn't go across the Forth, does it? What does it?
Hey, Smith.
What, further up Outlaw King? Is that further up the board? I didn't even
You're getting
realise
all your homework at once, Jose.
It seems like a lot, yeah. All over the place.
I didn't blame
TV
him,
and
Anthony.
history, anything else?
I didn't blame him. I didn't blame him. He's like a different country. He's wanting to know about it. That's quite cool.
It was because just the other day somebody asked, and I laid it all out the way I did, and then they said, "No, you're wrong." And I said, "What?" And that's why I asked you guys. I guess I am wrong with the whole. I got to figure out the British English. But I'm going to stop right because this is derailing. I feel like I'm.
See, I guess if you're interested, like, it's different when you're at school because you just taught it, so you're not really going to take on board everything. But when you show it interest in stuff, you're probably going to learn more from it because you're there looking it up, and so you're going to absorb that information a lot more.
He did spell it Landry, but he did spell it that way. He's put him up on his spelling, and he spelled it the same way he's. You see that?
Say it. I think it's Fort, not Fort.
Yeah, he did spell it that way.
Yeah, it's a waste of point. I didn't get that. Or Four Bridges, maybe, I don't know.
It's like the way you got the Scots say whiskey, and then the way Tennessee says whiskey.
Yeah. Although the Tennessee stuff's alright. Obviously I didn't drink anymore, but I used to like the Tennessee stuff.
Austin Scotch, yeah, the Scotch is just this. There's barrels longer or something like that, right? There's a barrel involved that gives it that taste.
I think it's to do with the water. That's my opinion. And the barrel, the wood that the barrel gets used in.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Land Raver. I think there's 4 bridges because it's the 4th bridge. It's not 4 bridges. And I said, "Where's the 4th one?" And he was like, "No." Yeah, yes. Thank you, Land Raver. That's where the.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we're pointing that out to Jose. Sorry, Landry. Yeah, sorry, pal.
It's not.
Google the River Force after World War One.
We were just saying something right now before I interrupted. Nope, it's gone. I can't remember what we were talking about 2 seconds ago.
Are you totally interested in like British and British in general, like history and stuff like that? Are you, Jose?
Well, just because, yeah. When I talk to like a Scottish person or Scottish person, the whole King James thing comes to mind, and then I start going to that, or like Emery, I've talked to her a bunch of times about where she's from, like how she's a Scouser and stuff. How that was cool, because I thought she was Scottish at first because she was a Scout.
Yeah, when I said Liverpool, Jose thought Liverpool was in Scotland.
Yeah. Because she was a Scouser. The Scousers, in my head, it was like sort of a name for the Scottish. Because Scousers, Scottish. It was completely wrong. I didn't even. But then she cleared it up, and it's interesting because we don't ever learn about. We learn just that you guys have a queen and Princess Diana, and that's pretty much it. Over here.
Well, now we've got a king, so.
Oh yeah, there's a king. I don't know if they put that into the curriculum yet. Christopher Columbus.
Although I don't know how long Charlie will last. I don't know. He's quite old, isn't he? He's quite old, man.
Well, I keep seeing things saying that he's going to abdicate before he even gets coronated.
Because nobody.
Well, I would say, with his age, I keep thinking at minimum he might be on the throne for up to 10 years, and then it's going to pass over anyway. So all of the money spent on his coronation and changing the money over. Just as we're going to be getting used to that, it's going to be changing all over again.
Probably this time, yeah. Because you forget about that. The Queen's head was on the money, and it's all it's
Yeah,
to change
it's not just going to be on our money as well. It's going to be on, like I'm not sure if it's on Australian money but there'd be something of the Queen on the Australian money and any other places like
The
Canada
Commonwealth.
or if there was anything on it. So it's all of that. That's got to change as well.
Well, they just should make the ears a little bigger on the Queen's picture and just say it's Charles.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They should have done that, man. They should have done that. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm just going to draw them on them. I'll just say it's King Charles. No, not. See, Rosie, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, I got to slow down. I said, don't get a big head.
I was going to say, probably save a lot of time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just draw them on.
Just do it yourself. The government should say, the Prime Minister should come out and say, look, just take a Sharpie, make the end. That's the legal currency if you just do it yourself at home.
Australia aren't using Charles's face on money or stamps moving forward. I can't say I blame them, King, quite honestly.
They're not using it, Outlaw King, are they not, no? What, did they use the Queen before Outlaw King, did they? It must have if he's saying that, because, like, he would have just said they've never done that or whatever, eh?
I'm not sure if they had the Queen's face on it, but I'm sure they would have had something to do with the Queen on the money. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It was probably a picture of her when in her early years, like in a nice bikini on the beaches in Wales.
You wouldn't have that on the Queen's. No.
Anne Marie, do you always get up early every morning?
Lately, yeah, I've been getting up at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Honestly? Oh,
Yeah.
what time do you go to your bed, roughly?
Probably falling asleep about 8-9 o'clock.
So yeah, that's not too bad then. I was thinking you want
one of them things I have times where I get into some sort of routine, and then I have other times where I'm like have insomnia or I'm falling asleep and waking up every hour.
I'm like that too, actually. I'm sort of similar. Right now, I'm struggling for sleep. I might get like 3-4 hours, 2 hours sometimes a night.
I mean, if I had my choice, I'd probably more of a night owl than a day person.
Just the routine you're in just now.
But like school runs and all that, you've got to conform to daytime, even though you're not a day person.
Yeah. My daughter's 18. I don't need to worry about that anymore. She does her own thing anyway. Does her own thing.
I think that's one of them things. Probably parents count down the days too, where you don't have to do school runs.
She's working. She's at college. I see her once a week. I think it's like I'm busy as well. So it's hard to fit in everything. But yeah.
Putting his face on the pound coins and his ears on the 50p.
Yeah, but I said that.
Scotland don't use the Queen's face on notes either.
Yeah, wait a minute. No, we done it. I didn't even think about that. We didn't ever use
You didn't have the Queen's
wait a
head on it
minute,
at
let me
all.
see. Wait a minute, let me see.
So if you didn't have the
Oh,
Queen on it, what should have on it?
we've got some lady on it.
Margaret Thatcher.
Steady. That's hilarious. We couldn't stand her.
If there was a
She's what.
picture of her on it, it'd be like with a bit of iron and a fucking in one hand and bloody milk in the other.
It'd be bonfire night every night in Scotland. I don't know who this lady is. I should say somewhere.
Probably Henry VIII's first wife.
Remember? She was a yard funny man, Margaret Thatcher.
It's probably because he woke up. It's probably because Brady woke up. It's probably not that funny. Yeah.
And we only put Scots on Scottish notes.
I don't know who she is. I can't see the writing small. 11 till. I'm not sure what that says. Who would that be? 11. Some person who's like ages ago. And wait a minute, this one's different. No, they're right. Hold on. Let's see what the other ones are. Smaller note.
I bet anyone who's Scottish, and I'm imagining King right now probably pulling a note out saying if you can work out who it is.
Walter Scott's on the £10 note. So we get like historical figures on our notes, basically.
Did you guys have any of the pilgrims that came to America to settle it on your currency?
Pilgrims from America.
No, the ones that came to America that left England.
Oh yeah, like Adam Smith or something like that.
Tim Smith, or is it Adam? Was it Tim? It was Tim Smith, I think. Oh shit, what was it? It was Smith something.
Adam Smith that wrote the book about like modern. What's that called again? Like he wrote the book about the like modern money, like capitalism. He wrote the first book on capitalism.
But maybe he wasn't a pilgrim.
Yeah, he moved to.
Oh, did he?
He moved to. I'm sure he moved to America. Like Carnegie. Carnegie moved to America as well. Moved to like Carnegie Hall.
No,
Carnegie Hall in New York.
I'm talking about the Christopher Columbus geezers that went with him.
Oh,
Like
sorry. Yeah. The original, like.
Are there any plaques or like monuments to those guys?
There will be somewhere.
There isn't. Nobody. I've asked this a bunch of times. It's a joke, but there's like there's there's nothing even written about them.
There will be though.
I hate to cut this short, but I've just seen the time and I need to get up and sort everything out for school.
Cool. Hey Gab, it was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, Jose, honestly, nice meeting you. And Anne-Marie, it's a pleasure as always.
Thanks.
Cheers, Anne-Marie.
Thanks for
Bye,
jumping
chat.
on, Gav.
Take it easy, chat.
Jose.
Till the next time.
Didn't you have snow and Cali lesson? He said he hasn't had snow there long either. Yeah, quite enjoying that conversation, but at the time I need to like get sorted. But yeah, Nutters live, so I'm gonna get off this and go and say good morning to Nutter again. Sorry, trying to finish this, and all the kids are away. So I will just say, I will see you through the day possibly, and take care if you're going outside because it just looks, and it looks horrendous. So be careful. Yeah, bye.